Hey guys, what's up? It's Kolton here, and today I'm going to do a spoiler review of Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, if you have not seen Age of Ultron yet, no worries. You can go ahead and check out my spoiler-free review right here, and come back and watch this spoiler review. Now, let you know, this is a spoiler review, so you have been warned. If you've not seen the movie, start watching now. But if you love spoilers, hey, let's get into it. Let's talk about Age of Ultron. For starters, I want to say this. A lot of people may get confused about the opening of the movie. The Avengers are just there, and they're going after the Tesseract. And a lot of people trying to figure out how in the world do they know where the Tesseract is, and how does this connect with the last Marvel movie? It really doesn't make any sense. Why the Avengers are there? How did they get called back? And how and who called them back? That makes no sense. How in the world are they there? Well, this is where I'm going to tell you right now. If you watch Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the last episode before the Age of Ultron opened in theaters led perfectly into Age of Ultron. So if you've been watching Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the last episode leads perfectly right into Age of Ultron, where they are going to call the Avengers back because they know where the Tesseract is and they need to get it and stop it. Well, and stop what they're doing with it. So again, if you have not been watching Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., go watch Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It is just as good as any of the Marvel movies. I love the show to death. So again, every single one of those episodes in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. explain more stuff about every other Marvel film than it does in the actual Marvel movie. So again, if you want more stuff about Age of Ultron, Avengers, Iron Man 3, Captain America, Winter Soldier, there's more behind the scenes stuff about that in those episodes. So you definitely go check those out. And the other funny part in this scene where Tony Stark is in the main base and he's looking for this extra thing that's not in this room, and Jarvis telling him, okay, there's this other thing coming from over here, and Tony Stark goes to this wall and is like, please let it be a secret door, please let it be a secret door, and then a secret door opens. It's like, yay! It's like that made the whole audience laugh. It's just little things like that that really just make you laugh. Now, let's talk about the romance between the Hulk and Black Widow. Now, some people don't like that, and some people do like that. I'm on the ins and ifs about it. I'm more of the okay with it than I'm not okay with it. Sure, it is kind of awkward, but later in the movie, we do find out a backstory about Black Widow, about how when she was younger and for her graduation from her training of being an assassin, they sterilized her, also known as she can't have babies anymore. So, and Hulk can't have kids because, you know, every time he gets tensed up, he gets hulked up, so he can't have kids. So now, we understand they actually are pretty perfect for each other. She's a monster and he's a monster. Two monsters together and romance blossoms. Yeah, makes sense in my mind. Again, it doesn't make sense in a lot of people's minds. It does make sense in some people's minds. It makes sense in my mind, so I'm pretty cool with it. And also now let's talk about Vision. Now, Vision was on a couple of posters for the Avengers, which is pretty much a major spoiler alert for people who haven't seen the Avengers. Of course, I could have put that in my spoiler-free review about Vision because he was in the last trailer for the Avengers Age of Ultron. So anyway, let's talk about Vision for a second. Vision was originally going to be created by Ultron to be his superior version of himself. Vision was created to destroy the world pretty quickly, just wipe it out. But, of course, Vision joins the Avengers and helps take out Ultron. Another cool thing about Vision, I have to say, is when Ultron was creating him, is they took the yellow Infinity Stone out of the Tesseract, which everyone thought was going to be blue, but of course there already was a blue Infinity Stone, so they had to change that color up. So they made it yellow instead. They put it inside of his head, and now he can actually shoot some lasers out of his head like Superman can shoot lasers out of his eyes. Yeah, some people have been comparing that between Superman and Vision. I don't really care. They're two different universes. They can do whatever they want. So now let me quickly jump to the after credits scene in the Avengers Age of Ultron, because that does relate to Vision. And this is after Ultron's destroyed. The Avengers have won once again. They saved the world. And Thanos, his glove is just right there. And Thanos comes out and he grabs his glove. And he says, fine, I'll do it myself. And that, of course, leads on to Infinity War. But as you can see in the glove, there's no Infinity Stones in it. And there are 5 Infinity Stones. One we got from, of course, Captain America. One we got from the Avengers. One we got from Guardians of the Galaxy. And there's still 2 more that we have not seen, which I'm guessing the fourth one's gonna show up in Doctor Strange, and the 5th one's probably gonna show up in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or in Inhumans. But I doubt we're gonna see one in Ant-Man. I doubt it. So anyway, Thanos needs all those crystals, Infinity Stones, to make his glove the ultimate power. And Vision is wearing one of those Infinity Stones. So we all now know, Vision, yeah, you're done for. You're dead. Push comes to shove, Infinity War Part 1, Vision's dead. We all know that for sure. Vision is just dead. Because Thanos is going to rip that thing right out of his head. We all know it for sure. We know it. Sorry, Vision. You're dead. Now, I want to talk about the Hawkeye story arc here pretty quickly. And it surprised me how Marvel did it. And it kept me entertained. And I loved how they did it. Towards the beginning of the movie, Hawkeye got injured. And the nurse was patching him up. And she said something about him having a girlfriend. And he said he doesn't have a girlfriend. And then later on in the movie, we see him talking on his cell phone, and Tony Stark's like, no, not Tony. Captain America was like, who is that? And he says, my girlfriend. And then so, he doesn't have a girlfriend, now he does have a girlfriend. What's going on here? We'll probably figure that out later. Then, after push comes to shove, the Avengers have to lay low for a bit, so now they go to the safe house, and lo and behold, it's not just a safe house, it's Hawkeye's house, and his wife and 2 kids also live there. Yeah, boom! Hawkeye has a family. That's something no one saw coming. That was actually awesome. I love the fact that we actually get way more story for Hawkeye than we have ever. And it was great seeing him actually have a family and having kids. That was actually pretty cool. I loved seeing that. Marvel did a great job on that. Now I want to talk about the scene where the Avengers first meet Ultron in his full uniform. So after a really cool cameo scene with Andy Serkis, if you don't know who Andy Serkis is, go look him up on Google. That guy deserves an Oscar every single year. He is one of the best things that have happened to the film industry ever. So anyway, besides after his little funny cameo, the reason why Ultron was there was to get this very strong metal that actually Captain America's shield was actually made out of. So they're there to grab that stuff. And the Avengers come in and they're like, okay, what are you going to do with all that strong metal? And the funny, oh my gosh, this is the funny thing. Ultron says, I'm glad you asked because I was just going to go ahead and just explain to you my whole entire plan. And then it starts attacking them. It's like, boom! He's not a villain that tells you his plans. He just does it. I love that. Because almost every single other villain, they just tell the heroes their plan. I see no point in that. But of course, he doesn't do it. It's hilarious. And the fight goes on. And Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are also there. And Scarlet Witch, she goes around and starts mind controlling people and giving these dreams, these nightmares, kind of dreams or visions of the future. And this makes everyone go crazy. She gets to everyone except to Hawkeye. She's about to get to Hawkeye, and Hawkeye gets one of his arrows and stabs her in the face, starts electrocuting her. It's like, I've done the mind thing before. I didn't like it. It's not happening again. I was like, boom! Because everyone thought, oh great. Like the first Avengers, they're about to use mind control on Hawkeye again. Then boom! Nope! Hilarious. And that was awesome. Another cool part in that scene is where Thor throws his hammer and Quicksilver's running right past it in slow-mo, and he sees it. It's like, ooh, cool hammer. And he grabs it, and then whoops, crashes right into the wall. That was funny, because he thought, oh, cool hammer, I can grab that and use it against them. Nope, no one can pick up Thor's hammer, except for Vision. Now, let me get to that real quickly. At the beginning, towards the beginning of the movie, they had a party. That's where Ultron first appears, but they're trying to have a competition going on where they can see if they can actually pick up Thor's hammer. And this was in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. Yeah, it's not a spoiler. So anyway, as Noah can pick up the hammer, later in the movie, they're trying to confront Vision for the first time when they first meet Vision, and they're like, okay, we're not sure if you're actually going to be a good guy or not, because you're created from Ultron, and who knows, you could be working for Ultron and turn against us. And then, of course, first in the movie, Thor said, you cannot pick up my hammer because you're simply not worthy. So later on in the movie, Vision was like, okay, we need to do this, you have to trust me, I'm the good guy. And he picks up Thor's hammer and just hands it to him. It's like, okay, let's go. And the expressions on everyone's faces was just priceless. It's like, Thor's hammer worthy, he just handed it to him, what? If that's not proof that he's worthy to be on their team, nothing will. Another scene I want to talk about is towards the end of the movie where Scarlet Witch is hiding out in this building. She is scared to death. She doesn't know what to do. Hawkeye comes in and starts telling her, hey, I know you're scared, and if you don't want to walk out there, that's okay. I can go get your brother. He'll come get you later. But if you walk out that door right now, you are an Avenger. Which really means he was recruiting her to be part of the Avengers. Which is really cool because I didn't think we actually would hear this kind of conversation from Hawkeye. But since we had the early on story arc about Hawkeye, it really brought more character development to his character. Really loved it. So anyway, he starts going out, of course, starts fighting again. And Scarlet Witch is like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So she walks out and starts just destroying stuff. It looked awesome. And the other thing I want to talk about was Quicksilver's death. Ultron is in this gunship and he's shooting a straight line towards this kid. And Hawkeye grabs the kid, turns around, and we all know Hawkeye's about to die here. And he knows it too. He knows he's not going to make it. He's dead. He is not going to make it back to his wife and kids. And it's a really sentimental scene right now. Then suddenly, Quicksilver comes in, grabs them both, and moves them to another place. And then Hawkeye turns around and looks at Quicksilver, and we see all these bullet holes in Quicksilver's chest. And we know, oh my gosh, Quicksilver's not going to make it. And Quicksilver says, bet you didn't see that one. I bet you didn't see that one coming. And falls down dead. And as soon as he falls down dead, Scarlet Witch goes insane. Now, I've heard in the past that when one twin feels pain, the other twin also feels some of that pain. So, if that's true or not, I'm guessing Marvel's going by that same thing, that same stereotype. So when Quicksilver dies, the twin sister immediately feels that loss, and she goes nuts. She just enrages and destroys everything. And it's a really cool scene. Like, oh my gosh, she just lost her twin brother, her closest thing to family ever. And also because they lost their parents when they were young to Tony Stark's missile. I missed that part to tell you that. But anyway, it was a very sentimental scene. You felt her pain. We literally felt her pain. So we finally come to the end where Thor's like, I had to have answers of the visions he saw when Scarlet Witch gave him those visions. Like, I gotta figure out what these mean. So he goes, I'm guessing, back to forgot what the place he lives. I know I should know it. It just slipped my mind. Back to where he lives. Ansgard, I think it is. Anyway, he goes back to that place, and Tony Stark's like, he goes back to his place, and Captain America's back training the new Avengers, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Hawkwind, I think his name is, I'm not sure, Black Widow, and yeah, and it's Captain America. So, I'm not sure if Hawkeye's coming back or not. I'm hoping he is. He made it back to his home alright, so I'm hoping he's back for Infinity War. So anyway, that is the end of the Avengers Age of Ultron. I gave you everything on the lowdown of the movie. So I hope you guys enjoyed this spoiler review. Again, the movie is amazing. Well done. The story's amazing. The acting's amazing. Chemistry between all the actors are amazing. And I can't wait for the next Avengers. Heck, I can't wait for the next Marvel movie. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching the spoiler review. And of course, as always, I'm Kolton. I'll see you guys next time.